My name is Jeff Stilson. I was a writer on Late Show with David Letterman from 1993 to 1995. My first association with the Letterman show was on Late Night with David Letterman. I was a stand-up comedian and I made multiple appearances on the show. It was really the only goal I had as a stand-up comedian was to appear on Letterman.
Our brains are different, men's and women's. You know, women are left brain, they're verbal. Men are right brain, more analytical. That's why we're incapable of providing women with the romantic dialogue they so desire. Women should have teleprompters mounted on their foreheads. That way we could read whatever they wanted us to say. And still almost make eye contact and appear sincere. Without you, my life has no meaning. I am like a bee without a flower. Je t'aime. I'm sorry I don't speak French.
What I most remember about my first appearance, how weird it was to be that close to the guy that I idolized. He was everything every comic wanted to be in the 1980s.
I'm glad that I don't have to date anymore.
Yeah.
It's such hard work, you know, you make that phone call, maybe send flowers, go to dinner, catch a movie. It'd be so much easier if we could just swim upstream. And make a loud clacking noise.
I'm sorry, make a what?
A loud clacking noise.
A loud clacking noise, I see. What exactly does that mean, make a loud clacking noise?
I like the word clacking.
I see, okay.
Yeah. From those appearances, I was able to submit material to be a writer, and in 1993, I was hired. I had never written on a show before. I didn't know anything about the process. I didn't realize how competitive it was and how difficult it was just to get a joke on. We would submit, 20 to 40 jokes a day, and you're happy if you got one on. I remember my first joke. It was very exciting to see Dave do your material and make it way funnier than it was.
But he was saying that if this North American free trade agreement, he said the problem with this thing is it could create a huge sucking sound in this country, jobs draining away. So he thinks that's the problem. Going to create this huge sucking sound in the United States. And I'm thinking to myself, well, here in New York City, that's not really a problem. Because all summer long, we've had this huge sucking sound coming out of Shea Stadium. So we don't... Look at that.
So my first year as a writer, I'm the new guy, right? I've only been on the show a couple of months. Thanksgiving rolls around and we decide to do this piece where we get fans of the show, put them on a bus, and we head down to Miami Beach. And since I'm the new writer, I spent my Thanksgiving on a bus with a bunch of Late Show fans. Occasionally, Dave would be asked to do a top 10 for another event. I think in 1994, Johnny Carson won Kennedy Center honor for his late night career, and Dave was one of the speakers. He had the writers come up with the top 10, and I remember just working my ass off on that top 10, and I got 3 on.
Number 8 always gave 110% despite back-breaking 3-day work week. Number 7, the way he'd sometimes get confused and accidentally pay me alimony. Number 6, did groundbreaking cut-off-your-Slauson jokes years before anyone had ever heard of Lorena Bobbitt.
Because I was a stand-up comedian, the assumption was that I could be funny on camera. A couple of the other writers wrote a bit called Fill the Page Who Just Doesn't Get It.
You gonna come over and watch Seinfeld tonight?
Well, you know, I think I'm going to be working pretty late. Thanks anyway.
Hey, that's no problem. I'll tape it, and then we'll watch it when you get there.
You know, Phil, I think what I'll do is just go home and sleep in my own house tonight, if you don't mind. Thanks again.
Oh, cool. I'll meet you there. We'll rent a movie.
You know, Phil, I don't have a VCR. Thanks again. Don't worry about it.
We'll just hang then.
Yeah. Phil, you know, sometimes I think maybe you just don't get it.
One of the great things about being a writer on the show is you'd get to watch the taping of the show every night in your office. You never knew what Dave was going to do. He was so spontaneous and so funny, and every interview had the potential to be dynamite. I remember he had Pee Wee Herman on. He asked him about the success of his movie, and Pee Wee went on and on about how great it was.
It's kind of what I call a quest film. You know, it's all about what happens to me in order to get...
for 90 minutes? 90 minutes?
Well, you just read the reviews, didn't you? Yeah, it holds up pretty good.
Now, you know, it's interesting, Pee Wee. Have you thought about this now that the film's a success? That means that for the rest of your life, you'll have to dress like that.
Macaulay Culkin came on when he was a kid, and he was talking about the Neverland Ranch and how great it was.
You know, next time I saw him was about 2 years after that. I went to his ranch and everything.
What kind of place is the ranch?
It's just a big place. You have video games there, you know. My whole family comes
So it's a
there.
real ranch, then, is what you're saying.
Dave had guests that no other show would have, and those are the guests you look forward to. You didn't look forward to the stars. You looked forward to Kmart, the discount magician.
Let's prove to David and everybody that he always works. Watch. Don't be afraid. I'm going to catch you right on the dotted line. Okay, now. Whoops. That's my last victim. It didn't survive.
Oh, my.
Okay. Are we ready? Whoops. 1, 2, 3. Ale! Ah! Did I got you? It got stuck. We got to do it again.
No, wait a minute.
Got stuck.
No, let's
I'll never argue with an exception.
Did you hear the joke? Did you hear the joke that says, don't do it again unless you fix the blade? You remember what happened?
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Watch. Ready?
maybe we shouldn't push our luck, Kmart. Everything's gone so well up to this point.
Watch. Ready?
We have to do a commercial. Is he
1,
going to do it
2,
first
3.
or not?
Ale! Up! Oh, here we go.
There was always this tension when certain guests came on the show, like Cher or Madonna. They were wary of Dave because Dave wasn't afraid of anybody. He wasn't going to kiss anybody's ass.
Wait. Before we cut to a commercial, I just want to know, is that a rug?
You talking about my hair? All right, what is that, a swim cap? What are you wearing? Come on, let's go. Here we go.
I remember the next night, we wrote a bunch of Madonna jokes, and the feud started all over again. And I had one of those jokes.
Lovely superstar Madonna was our guest last night on the show, and we couldn't get her to leave. And so now I know what Warren Beatty must have felt like.
One of the great honors on the Letterman show was to go out in the field with Dave when he shot a remote piece. No one was better at remotes than Dave. I got to go out the day he shot a remote with Richard Simmons. They went door to door in New Jersey. What I learned about Richard was he was this incredible performer. He would bring an energy. He knew how to play off of Dave, and Dave knew how to play off of him. They were like a great comedy duo.
My friend Richard here wants some pants.
I'm not putting on those dickies.
Just try on a pair. Try on a pair. Look, if you try on a pair of these, I'll get you the new Barbra Streisand CD.
Here, David.
Oh, God, help us all.
David, hold it.
Drop those. You can make me the happiest man alive if you tell me you have the new Barbra Streisand CD.
Yes, I do.
Oh, thank God. They got it. What do you think?
Oh, no! We want to be treated like regular people, don't we, Dave?
That ain't gonna happen in your lifetime.
Another reason I wanted to work on Letterman, Hal Gurney was the director. Hal Gurney was the greatest late-night television director of all time. He could get a laugh with his timing of a shot. I became really aware of this during the 1987 writer's strike. Dave had a segment on the show called Hal Gurney's Network Time Killers.
Well, tonight we have, let me get this right now, Gino, he cheats off and his white rat Rhea in something they call Ratango.
Okay.
Another great Hal Gurney piece was when Albert Brooks was on the show, and Dave would talk to Hal during the show, and one show he addresses Hal, but Hal doesn't answer back. It's Albert Brooks.
Why exactly are we showing this? And by the way, Hal, you sound a little strange.
I sound different because I am sick. Now, please, David, trust me. Do not come back here. Please. We are sweating back here.
Yeah. Hal, you know, you can't fool me. I'm getting the distinct impression that something is very, very wrong in the control room, Hal.
David, this is not what it looks like.
Yeah.
Let me explain to you something. I made this movie Defending Your Life.
Right.
And it is just so important to me that when my publicist said that you don't show clips anymore, I just had to get a clip on.
Yeah.
You would understand that.
We show clips all the time.
No, you don't.
We are showing a couple tonight. We showed a couple last night. We do it all the time.
No.
You could have come on like a guest
She said
instead of this heinous act of terrorism.
I didn't do this part.
Is that true?
I'm not denying I came in here, but they were like this when I got here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, my publicist said you haven't shown a clip for a year.
No, that's wrong. We show them all the time. You could have shown a clip, Albert.
So I have the worst publicist in New York City. I'm just pissed.
No, don't be hard on yourself, for heaven's sakes.
I
got to finish up the show here.
Listen, don't take this out on the movie. This was my mistake.
No problem. We all make mistakes.
Did
Sure,
you see
Albert.
any of the clip out there?
Yeah.
It played great in here.
Yeah, it sounded like it was getting a lot of laughs.
Hal, was it great? Okay.
All right.
One of the fun things on the show was occasionally Dave would take a camera and crew and talk to staff members about what they did on their holidays.
Did you get anything cool for Christmas?
No, we didn't really do anything. We just made a special outfit for the dog.
You and the wife got to get some help.
Okay, so one of the more satisfying things that I've done recently is I was working on the Mark Twain Prize when Julia Louis-Dreyfus was being honored. I pitched this idea where the show has to go and get the award from Letterman, who won it the year before.
Yeah. It's the Mark Twain Prize. We spoke a week ago. Your 1 year reign is over. We're going to need the award.
Why?
So we can give it to this year's recipient.
Who?
It's Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah. She's good.
Yeah,
I really like her.
She's very good.
She's very funny.
Very good.
Yeah.
Can we have the award, please?
There you go. Just had it buffed. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Mr. Letterman. This is a Cable Ace Award.
Oh. I'm this close to kicking you in the nuts.
This
is not it.
This happens every year.
Do anything special for New Year's Eve?
We just made a special outfit for our dog.
I've seen that outfit somewhere before that looks very, very familiar to me.
Should all the great be forgot. Hey, there's only 2 minutes left in '94.